Hi all, this is Zachariah, and today I'm going to talk a little bit about what I consider to be the optimal PvP gear and build for Arsenal Mercs, and by extension gunnery commandos in patch 4.0. First things first, and this should go without saying, but you'll want to be using the Eliminator Set for Arsenal Merc. The main feature of this set being a reduced energy shield cooldown, and most importantly an auto-crit heat-seeker missile potentially once per minute following a cast of blazing bolts. Once you have this set, ideally updated to tier 2, the first thing you're going to want to do is remove all but one accuracy enhancement and all but one alacrity enhancement. Stock gear comes with somewhat suboptimal stats. It's not terrible, but you will notice a performance improvement with min-maxing. You certainly don't need all the accuracy the set comes with. I find one is plenty, which along with the legacy bonus of 1% gives you an accuracy of a little over 103%. This is, I think, enough to compensate for the extra dodge chance that Sorks and Sins get. Missing a priming shot against a Sin in your face can be very painful. Why bother with an alacrity? Well, this is a personal preference pump for me, but I do find that the cast times feel a little slow by default, and a small nudge can give you the edge in PvP. You can go for more, but too much and you're going to start lacking the bursty punch that Mercs are infamous for. Augments can go one of two ways. My personal preference is all mastery, but another way to go would be 3 or 4 crit augments and the rest power. Either way, you're going to want your crit chance to be somewhere between 37 and 40%. The difference between power and mastery is very small. Okay, onto the utility point build. Now there are a few differences between what I'd spec for either reg warzones or ranked arenas, and I'll cover those as we go. First, from the skillful tier, I tend to go with Afterburners first, which gives you a short duration route on stock strike and makes your jet boost knock back a little further. This can be very handy in regs in 1v1 situations, but is largely wasted in ranked. In that situation, I would advise picking up Custom Enviro Suit for the extra survivability from more health and slightly bigger received heals. Second is Power Barrier. You're almost always going to have 5 stacks of this once you're in combat, so that's a flat 5% damage reduction, which isn't too shabby for a tier 1 utility. Third is Adhesive Supplements. This snare-on tracer missile combined with your standard blazing bolt snare means you're going to pretty much always have a speed debuff on your target at all times. Onto the Masterful tier. First pick from here for regs is Pyro Shield. The damage this can do to attackers is not to be sniffed at, hitting frequently for over 1k per attack. In regs you're going to be popping your energy shield very frequently, so this is very useful, but less so in ranked where the damage is going to be split. For arenas I'd recommend picking up either Protective Field or Suit FOE for more survivability. Second here is Supercharged Defense. This utility is pretty fantastic. 15% defense, combined with 8 seconds of interrupt immunity every time you pop supercharged gas, which is going to be a lot. You'll be popping that at the start of almost every fight, and again frequently during, as you build stacks with every tracer. Having a chance to dodge or resist a CC or big attack while you load up your burst can make or break a fight. Finally is the Heroic tier. Obviously you are absolutely going to want to pick up Thrill of the Hunt for the ability to channel blazing bolts on the move. For regs, I will pair that with Energy Rebounder, which has some nice synergy with Pyro Shield from the previous tier. For ranked, however, I would highly recommend picking up Stabilized Armor. 30% DR on AoE, which is nice, but most importantly, 30% damage reduction when you are stunned. This is pretty much a mandatory pick for arenas. Okay, that about wraps things up. If you have any questions for me, please feel free to drop me a comment and I'll try my best to respond. Please remember to hit that like button and subscribe if this video was of any use to you. Thanks for watching.